Hi guys, I'm back. I hope y'all are doing well. So this episode was very, very awesome. Let me start by saying, but yes, it was just very glorious. Sorry if y'all hear my cat in the background. So straight off the back, we just start with Cyrax and Sea Smoke, and let me tell y'all, like this scene was hilarious. Like Sea Smoke and Cyrus, they're just having like their back and forth conversation, like, what's going on? What the fuck are you doing? Rhaenyra is just like worried about who is this man. Meanwhile, Sea Smoke is like, don't touch him or I will burn y'all the hell up. So Rhaenyra basically tells um Adam Valarian that basically he holds a dragon of House Targaryen, and Adam was like, "This dragon came to me. I don't have nothing to do with this," and you know, he basically just bends the knee easily to Rhaenyra, and so yeah. Meanwhile, Allison is at the Red Keep, as always, and she's just falling into depression. She's like, the people attacked me and my daughter. I realized I started a war because I decided to name my idiot son King because my father said so. And she's just seeing that Rhaenyra was right. Like, all this is just for nothing. And basically, you're useless. Upholding a system that goes against you as a woman, you're a traitor to your kind. So yeah, then she wants to camp, you know what I'm saying? She wants to go to see the lions and tigers and bears in the Kingswood. And it's just like, okay, girl, you are taking this depression thing serious. She takes one of the Kingsguard, I forgot his name, but basically the guy we haven't seen since the last episode of season one, she decides to take him as her only like person to protect her, basically. So Rhaenyra and Alan return to Dragonstone. Rhaenyra brings Alan to Dragonstone, and basically Corlys, as the new hand of the Queen, is waiting on the Queen to start council, and he finds out that there is a new dragon rider, and they plan to find out who's this new dragon rider. Oh Corlys, just wait, girl. But the lords of the council of House Celtigar are basically just appalled that Rhaenyra would allow a lowborn to have a dragon. And it's kind of interesting hearing from Lord Kiltigar, since he is of Valyrian descent. And in the books, they do have Valyrian features. And also, Jace is against it as well. But, yeah. So, Rhaenyra is not attending council. So, council goes, the Black Council gathers without her. She talks with Massaria, and she's just like, oh my God, like, I know this is a bad idea, but this is the only choice that I have. And she's just trying to figure out what really is the connection, the bond between human and dragon, and what allows it. Is it the blood of the dragon lords, or what is it? Basically, she needs to look for more dragon seeds, and Rhaenyra thinks it's in the scrolls. Massaria is just, she kind of chuckles, and she's just like, there are bastards all over Targaryen bastards all over the Seven Kingdoms. She was like, I used to work in a brothel. Like, it was pale hair every day, every Saturday, Sunday. So we're back at Driftmark, and basically it's another conversation between Alan and his father Corlys, and basically Corlys is just like, well, since this other person has gained a dragon, me knowing that you are of Valyrian descent from me, he's kind of telling him it's okay if you want to claim a dragon. But Alan, forever trying to basically silently be a Valyrian and want to make his father proud, he's just like, no, I am not basically a Targaryen, or I'm not, a dragon lord. I am sea and salt. I am meant to explore the seas like you, father. But he can't call him father. Yeah, so Damon, Big Daddy D, we are back at Harrenhal. And, as we know, Lord Grover Tully is dead. The old fish is dead, and we have new fish. Oscar Tully, he's on his way to Harrenhal. And basically, we have come to this agreement that the River Lords, what keeps them together is the oaths. And the oaths that House Tully basically holds the Riverlands with, for their words are family, duty, and honor. Honor. Yeah, so Damon understands this, so all the River Lords gather to basically kneel and give their vassalage to the new Lord of the Riverlands. And basically, Oscar Tully has shown how much of a politician he is at his young age. He basically knows that for him to get the respect of the River Lords, he has to follow their desires and also was honorable. House Blackwood basically committed war crimes in the Riverlands against trying to make the Brackens kneel to Daemon as king consort, and basically the Riverlords want justice for that. So Oscar Tully is willing to honor that, but he knows he cannot just win that alone and have support, legitimate support of Daemon if Daemon does not take care of the mess that he started by giving the Blackwoods that order. So Daemon knows this. Lord Simon is just letting him like, oh shit, like get it together, make up your mind. And Daemon's like, I have no choice but to kill this dude to basically gain honor and respect from these river lords and in turn gain them as this big host army against the Greens. Yeah, it was just complicated. Okay, so I was scared of this scene because I was just like, my God, Viserys, you look dead as hell. Like, I don't know. The sickness and that they kept the king under just really just ate him up. But anyway, Viserys is having, I said Viserys. Daemon is having another dream, as always, you know what I'm saying? The drugs. And basically, Viserys is testing him like, did you really want the crown all along? And Daemon did not. I think he did, but not really. For he knew in himself he would not be able to basically handle the pressures of the crown. But he knew he definitely deserved it. But in the end, he knows he does not want it. So the test, he succeeds. Like, this scene is so heartbreaking because it goes to show you, like, even though Aegon is really a dumbass, like, he really never really wanted to become king, but desire, want, and approval led him to this fact, and he's really, in a way, destroyed himself, and the people that he wanted him to love him destroyed him as well, and it's like it's disfigured him, and he's really trying to survive because his brother wants to kill him, and it's like, wow. So Larys is really trying to get Aegon to live before the Seven Kingdoms really go to hell. Yeah. They're still giving our girl Rhaena, well, my girl, they're still giving my girl Rhaena 30 seconds every episode. And you know, the girl is obsessed with the dragon, so she's still gonna find that dragon because she know there's a dragon. She know. So they're leaving the Vale, and they're going on their way to be shipped off to Pentos to be hosted by Prince Reggio for their safety. Oh my God. So Allison is just in the Kingswood. It just gets to a point where she's just so depressed. She just feels useless. And then she just starts swimming in the pond. I don't know what's going on. But anyway. Child, Jace has been furious with Rhaenyra for the past few days, and she is tapping on his last nerve. So basically, he is upset, I guess, that his plan worked, or he wasn't expecting her to go this far as looking for thin blood for dragons. So he's very annoyed because basically in these low-born bastards or base-born people being able to claim dragons, he feels it therefore delegitimizes his claim to the Iron Throne as his mother's heir even more, because it is obvious that he is a bastard. But since Laenor claimed him as his own, no one can really prove it. Basically, Laenor's word is the word. So he feels that for anyone to claim a dragon, that's the only thing he has to basically legitimize himself as a Targaryen heir. That he was able to have a dragon, even though people said that his egg would not even hatch as a baby because he was a bastard. So for Rhaenyra to do this, he feels like his right to inherit is being taken away from him, and she understands this, but she feels like she has no choice. But he's really concerned. He asks her, when you took Harwin into your bed, did you not think I would have black hair? And that's true. I really do think that Rhaenyra did not think that it would happen. I think she thought that her genes were strong enough that her baby would come out looking like her, and sadly, that's just not what happened. And I wish that would have happened for the strong boys. Well, I hate calling them strong boys. For her sons, the Valyrian boys, to be legitimate and her secret be more safe. And so now we have part two, but Hugh the Hammerer is basically giving his background with his wife, and it's sad. Their daughter has died now because she was sick, but it is revealed that his mother is Saera Targaryen, the daughter of King Jaehaerys the First, the Conciliator, and she was known to be his quote-unquote wildest daughter. And eventually she escaped her father's grasp and went to Essos and became a prostitute and owned a brothel. And she was known to have many bastards. But I say Ulf, but Hugh the Hammer just basically feels like he has to live up his destiny of having Targaryen blood, so he will be basically be going to Dragonstone. And of course, everyone knows this because of Linda Massey. It got word to her of the secret, and she spread the word to all these dragon seeds, and then the word got through, through King's Landing. Um, Off the White's friends basically pressure him into going on the call and going to Dragonstone since all these people know him to be a Targaryen bastard, which is weird because, like, do you want to risk your life? But yes, he's going to Dragonstone as well. Yeah. Also, we see Nettles. I believe we see Nettles in this scene, and I think Nettles is probably coming in the next episode, or she's coming in season 3. So Rhaenyra, on her way to give her speech to the Dragon Seas, the Dragon Keepers are basically like, "We are not for this. You are giving up the dragons, these creatures we look as gods, to people who are not dragon lords." And he tells her these are not creatures to be treated as toys or things of war. Yeah. So they're just like, we're just totally opting out of this. So Rhaenyra continues to give her speech to the Dragon Seas, and she tells them of the risk of what comes with trying to claim a dragon, and explains to them how they are able to claim a dragon, through their blood. And she explains to them the two dragons you're going to claim are Vermithor and Silverwing. Now this whole thing just turns into a shit show, and basically Rhaenyra, she after she explains to them and she calms Vermithor down, which was such a beautiful moment because it really showed you like how dragons kind of will not burn what they consider their own. They will never burn a familiar scent, and you can tell that Vermithor knew that was Jaehaerys's great granddaughter. Like I feel like dragons have ancestral bonds with their riders, their past riders, and yes, like so the dragon just basically was not accepting all of these dragon seeds and Vermithor start burning everything. He said, "I'm gonna show you who the Bronze Fury is," and Hugh the Hammer faces Vermithor, and I think Vermithor basically sees Hugh the Hammer as another Jaehaerys because Jaehaerys was kind of known to being a kind but aggressive ruler. And I feel like Hugh gives that, and Vermithor liked it and basically kneeled. So while people were getting eaten, Off the White had escaped and, followed his way in the Dragon Mont. And he finds Silverwing and stumbles upon a clutch of her eggs. Thank God he did not crush none of the eggs. But basically, Silverwing does not come off as a dangerous dragon or aggressive dragon, and it tells me dragons have personalities because Cyrax is also not aggressive, but she's very protective of her rider like any dragon, and Silverwing. The way she kind of accepts Oath as her rider is you can tell she's a lonely dragon, but she's a very playful, kind dragon. But she'll be furious, in protecting her own rider. But she's a playful dragon. And I think she's very feminine and kind, and that explains why she connected so well with Queen Alysanne, because that's how Queen Alysanne was. She's known as the good queen because she was so kind and so giving to the people of King's Landing. Now, Oath is just basically taking a ride in King's Landing and having a time. But basically, this is a message of basically her sending him towards King's Landing. Like, she's trying to send a message. So Aemon is with the council and he hears all the noise and screams from people in King's Landing, basically seeing a dragon, and he discovers there is a dragon and everyone is alarmed and he thinks it's an attack. So he follows the dragon and goes straight to Dragonstone, and I love this. Aemon think he finna burn the whole Dragonstone down. Meanwhile, he notices it's 3 dragons in total he sees, and he flees. Like he realizes you cannot face more than one dragon. Vhagar is too slow. She's too old. She's no longer able to be as aggressive as she used to. Rhaenyra basically comes out off the back of Cyrax and shows Aemon like, we're ready. We are no longer scared of you. We have the numbers. All I need is a land army. And this scene was very emotional because without words, you can see that Emma Darcy basically plays out again the silence of Rhaenyra's pain of losing her son, of how bad she wants Aemon dead, but she knows that this war tactic that she's shown has made him scared, and she knows she's being patient just to get justice at Aemon for the murder of her son. And now I'm excited for the next episode, the series finale, not the series finale, but the season finale, and we'll see what the next move, or the last pages of of this chapter, and move on to the next will be like, which I think Rhaenyra will be gathering Daemon from Heron Hall, gather all the armies and dragons, and they are heading towards King's Landing with their full power and might. I'm excited for next season, but I'm excited for this season finale. But I love this episode. I rated a 9 out of 10, a 10 out of 10. I loved it. I hope you guys loved it too. I hope you guys love this reaction that I did for you. Please follow, like, share this video. I will be putting it on all platforms. I will put down what my YouTube is because I have been posting these on my YouTube. Please go follow. I hope y'all have had a good day, and I will be back with another review. Love y'all.